In this video, we are going to be learning about fractions, especially the type of questions that contains so many operations. Okay, that would mean that we are going to be using the BODMAS system to help us solve those fractions. And as we can see, we know that the BODMAS operation starts from brackets, then we have off, then we have division, then we have multiplication, and then we have addition, then subtraction. So we must follow the order of operation whenever we are solving a question. So let's look at this question we have right here on the screen. It says simplify one whole number 2/3 minus into brackets 1 whole number 3/4 divided by 2 whole number 5/8. You can pause the video to try your hands on the question and then you confirm your answer later in the video. So solving this, first of all, we need to convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction. So we start with this fraction here, and that's going to give us, we are going to multiply the whole number by the denominator here, and then we'll add the numerator to it. The answer we get to add the numerator. So let's start. So 1 times 3 gives us 3, then plus the numerator 2. So 3 plus 2 gives us what? 5. So at the end of the day, you're going to have 5/3, then minus. Now we also change everything in this bracket here to an improper fraction. So 1 times the 4 here gives us 4, then plus the numerator here 3. So 4 plus 3 gives us what? 7. So you're going to get 7/4. Then our division sign here, we are bringing this there. Then we change the 2 whole number 5/8 to improper fraction, and that gives us 2 here times this 8 gives us 16, then plus the 5. So 16 plus 5 gives us 21. So 21/8. Then you bring back your brackets. So this is where the order of operation begins, the BODMAS. Now the BODMAS is you should solve whatever is in the bracket first here. So we are solving whatever is in the bracket first. And how do we do that? Easy. We repeat this one here since we are not dealing with that for now. So 5/3 minus bracket open. Now we know that whenever we have a fraction like this, first of all, we need to repeat this first fraction, maintain it as it is. Then we reciprocate the second fraction here, and then we change this division sign to multiplication. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So first we maintain this fraction to 7/4, then we change the division sign to multiplication times, then we reciprocate the 21/8, giving us 8/21. This is how to divide fractions. When we are done, we simplify whatever is in the bracket first. So 5/3 minus. We can see that the fraction we have here have some common factors. So you can see this 4 and this 8. We can cross cancel, okay? And the 7 here and the 21, they are also in common. So 4 goes here 1 and goes into this 8 2 times. And then 7 goes here 1 and goes into the 21 3 times. So at the end of the day, we're just going to multiply the numerators, this 1 and this 2. So 1 times 2 gives us 2 all over. Then we come to the denominator. 1 times this 3 here gives us what? 3. So we write our 3 at the denominator here, 3. Now this is what we have left. So we have 5/3 minus 2/3, and this is easy. Since the denominators are equal, we just subtract the numerators, okay? And this gives us 5 minus 2/3, and this is going to be equal to 3/3. Sorry, 3/3, which is equal to 1. Why? Because this 3 divides itself 1 and divides this 1 to itself 1. So we have 1/1, which is the same as what? 1. So our answer to this question is equal to 1. And this is our next example. How do we solve it? Easy. If we are seeing some fractions that can be changed to improper fraction, then we do that first before we tackle the real issue of BODMAS. So we multiply these 2 multiplies these 3, and then the answer we get, we add this numerator to it. Okay, so 2 times the 3 gives us what? 6, plus the 1 gives us what? 7. So you're having 7 over 3. Then plus, this is already a common fraction which is proper, so we just maintain it. 1 over 2, then of 3 whole number, 1 over 3. So we change it, and what do? This 3 multiplies this 3, giving us 9. Then we add the numerator here, plus 1. So 9 plus 1 gives us what? 10. So our answer is going to be 10 over 3. This is where we can apply our BODMAS system. Okay, and I'm seeing 2, and I'm seeing 2 operations over here. I'm seeing off, and I'm seeing addition. And let's go back to our BODMAS. Which one comes first? You can see addition is far here and off is here. So off comes first. So we solve the off first. And what does off mean? It means multiplication. So we replace the off with multiplication. And we are going to have 7 over 3 plus 1 over 2 times 10 over 3. So we solve this over here first because of the off. Now, so that means we repeat the 7 over 3. So 7 over 3 plus, then we come here to multiply. Fortunately for us, we can see that we can cancel something else. Look at these ones here. The 2 and a 10, you can divide. So 2 goes here 1 and goes into the 10 how many times? 5 times. Then you can now multiply the numerators. 1 times the 5 and then the 1 times the 3. Okay, so 1 times the 5 gives us 5 all over 1 times 3 gives us 3. And for this one too, the numerators are the same, so we just add them. So we take one numerator, which is what? 3, then 7 plus 5, we're going to get 12 over 3. And this simplifies to 4 because 3 goes here 1. 3 divides itself 1 and divides 12. How many times? That's 4 times. So 4 over 1 is going to be equal to 4. And that's our answer. Example 3. So how do we solve this? You can pause the video, solve it, and then you can compare your answer later in the video. So we have 2 whole number 1 over 3 plus 4 whole number 1 over 2 divided by 8 whole number 1 over 5. All we need to do is to first of all change all the mixed fractions we are seeing in there, like this one here, this and this, to improper fraction. So starting with this one, how do we change it to improper fraction? Easy. We just multiply the 2. We just multiply the 2 by the 3, and then we add the numerator like we have been doing. So that gives us, so 2 times 3 gives us 6 plus the numerator 1 gives us 7 all over 3, then plus we still maintain our bracket, plus 4 whole number 1 over 2. So we are going to change that. 4 times the 2 here gives us 8, then we add the numerator 1, so 8 plus 1 gives us 9 all over 2. We close the brackets. Then our division sign, then we have 8 whole number 1 over 5. If we simplify this, 8 times 5 gives us 40 plus 1, 41 all over 5. Good. So now that we are here, we can actually apply the BODMAS system, and you can see brackets. Okay, so I'm seeing the bracket, so that means bracket will start first. So bracket, and then we move on from there. So let's solve this first. Now, so we find the LCM for the denominators. And what's the LCM for the denominators? 3 and 2. And the LCM is 6. So we quickly write our 6 here. Underneath, we rule the line and write 6. Then we take the fractions one by one. What do I mean? we take this fraction here and then work with it. When we are done, we take the next one. So after taking the fraction, we take this denominator here. How many times will the 3 divide the LCM? How many times will the 3 divide the LCM here? That's 3 divides this 6 2 times. And the answer we get 2, we use to multiply the numerator. So 2 times the numerator 7, then plus 2 here. These 2 also divide this 6 how many times? 3 times. And the answer we get, which is 3, use the 3 to multiply the numerator 9. And this is going to be divided by 41 over 5. We simplify the numerators for both, and then I'm going to get something like this. So 2 times here, we are simplifying this. 2 times 7 gives us 14. So 14 plus, then the next one to simplify is this 3 times 9. That gives us 27. So 27 all over 6. And then our division sign comes, because we are just dropping it here. Okay, we are just dropping the same thing. I'm going to have 41 all over 5. Then we just quickly simplify 14 plus 27, that gives us 41. So we write 41 all over 6, then divided by 41 over 5. You remember what I told you about division of fraction. So first of all, we maintain the first fraction. This is going to be 41 over 6. Then we change this division sign here towards multiplication. So that gives us times here. Then after we are done, we will now reciprocate. That means the denominator goes to the numerator and numerator comes down. Okay, so I'm going to have 5 at the top now all over 41. Then we go back to multiply our fraction, which is going to be equal to, now we just multiply the numerators and the denominators. Okay, like this. So when we multiply the numerators, no, as a matter of fact, we don't even need to multiply. Okay, we can just cross cancel. Look at this here, this and yeah, these have common factors. So I can see that 41 divides itself once and divides this 41 1. So we are going to have 1 times 5 giving us 5 all over the next one, 6 times the 1 over here giving us what? 6. So at the end of the day, we have 5 over 6, which is a proper fraction. So we leave our answer like that. Example 4, still on the board mass. Now I am seeing multiplication, I'm seeing addition, and I'm seeing brackets. Okay, now looking at the board mass system, I know bracket comes first, so that is what I'm going to tackle first. So I repeat this 2, so 2 times in the bracket. Like I said, we change all of this to what? Improper fraction. So how do we change that? So 3 times 3 giving us 9 plus 1 here giving us what? 10. So we're going to have 10 over 3, then plus, now 1 times the 6 giving us what? So 1 times this 6 gives us 6 plus the 1 gives us what? 7 over 6. Then we close the bracket. Now we are still going to solve the bracket first, so we go ahead 2 times. Now we find LCM for the denominators. For these denominators we are seeing over here, the 3 and the 6. So what's the LCM? The LCM is just 6, so we write our 6 under the line. Then we take the numbers one by one. So when we take this number here, 3, and then how many times did the 3 divide the LCM? So that's 2 times, right? So we just multiply the 2 that we get. 2 times, so 2 times the numerator here, that's what? 10. Okay, then plus Then we take the second denominator, which is 6. How many times will this 6 divide this 6? Okay, and that's 1, right? So 1 times the 7. Okay, then we close our brackets. So we're going to have 2 times, bracket open, 20 plus 7 all over 6. So we simplify this further to be 2 times, bracket open, 20 plus 7, that's 27 all over 6, and we close the bracket. So here, what can I see? I know that I know I need to multiply to open the bracket, so that's going to give us 2 times 27 over 6, which essentially amounts to this. Now I can see that these two, now we should all remember that this 2 is over 1. Okay, and what can we see? I can see that this 2 and 6 have something in common that they can cancel, and that's 2. So that's what I'm going to do. So 2 divides itself 1 and divides this 6 3 times, right? So at the end of the day, you multiply the numerators. So 1 times 27 gives us 27 all over 1 times 3 gives us 3. And you and I know that this simplifies to 9 because 3 divides itself 1 and divides 27 9 times. So that's 9 over 1 is the same as what? 9. So that is our final answer. So example 6, we have here this question. It looks scary, but it's super easy. All we need to do is to obey principles. First of all, we need to change these fractions we are seeing here to improper fractions since they are mixed fraction. So we start with this fraction over here, 1 whole number 1 over 3, and changing that to a mixed fraction gives us this. So 1 times the 3 gives us 3. Then when we're done, we add the 1 at the top here, the numerator here, we add a 1. So 1 times 3 gives us 3 plus 1 at the top gives us what? 4. 4 over 3, then plus 2 whole number 1 over 4 gives us 2 times 4 gives us 8 plus 1 gives us what? 9 all over 4. Then we close the bracket plus 2 whole number 1 over 2. So the 2 multiplies the denominator 2, so giving us 4 plus 1 giving us 5. So 5 over 2. Then we maintain our division sign. Then 5 over 6. So this is where we apply our BODMAS, and we can see 2 brackets. So whatever it is, we must solve the bracket first. So fortunately for us, we just start with the first bracket here, and then we continue with the second bracket. So simplifying the first bracket, I am seeing addition of fraction. So first of all, you need to find the LCM for the denominators. That's this denominator here and this denominator here, 3 and 4. And the LCM for 3 and 4 is 12. So we write our 12 underneath it. That is 12. And when we are done, we just take this 3 here and then divide it by this 12. So 3 divides the 12 4 times, then 4 times the numerator here, 4 times this 4 gives us what? 16. Then plus 4 here, the next fraction, which is this, we are taking the 4 at the denominator to divide the LCM, which is 12. So 4 divides 12 3 times, and the answer we get is 3. Use the 3 to multiply the numerator 9. So 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, then plus. Now, how do we divide this fraction? That's 5 over 2 times. Then we reciprocate the second fraction, giving us 6 over 5. So we simplify 16 plus 27. That gives us 43. 43 over 12 plus. Then we come here. Our second fraction, we have 30 all over 10 because numerators multiply each other, and then we have what we have. So now that we are here, what is our LCM? Our LCM for the denominators, which denominators? The 12 and then the 10 is 120. So we write our 120 down here. So write our 120 down here. Then we take the denominators one by one. So this 12 will divide this 120, and that is going to be 10. So 10 times 43 gives us 430. 430. Then plus this 10 here, the denominator here, we divide the 120 12 times. Okay, and 12 times 30 gives us 360. Yeah, so now we have this fraction here. We simplify the numerator. 430 plus 360 gives us 790 all over 120. Okay, we can use 10 to divide both sides, as we can see. So 10 divides the 120 12 times and divides 790 79 times, and this is going to be equal to 79 over 12, which is going to be equal to 6 whole number 7 over what? 12. So question 5, we have this question here, and this is very easy because we are going to first of all change all mixed fraction to improper fraction. So let's start with this one right here, this fraction. How do we change it to mixed fraction? Just multiply the whole number here, by the denominator 3. 1 times 3 gives us 3, then plus the numerator here 1. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So 1 times 3 gives us 3, plus 1 gives us 4. 4 over 3, then times 2 whole number 1 over 2. So 2 times the 4 gives us 8, plus the 1 here gives us 9 all over 4. Then plus when we change this to whole number, so 2 multiplies these 2, giving us 4, plus the 1 giving us 5. So 5 over 2. Then we bring our division sign, then we have 5 over 6 because there's something more to do. Here we just go ahead and multiply because we are dealing with the bracket first. So we solve the brackets, whatever is in the brackets, in this bracket. Then with the answer we get, we add them. So let's go ahead. So 4. So we are dealing with these brackets first, and we should know, and we should take notice of this. Look at this 4 and this 4, right? They can cancel out. Okay, so we do that. So 4 divides itself 1 and divides this 4 once. Okay, and then 3 divides itself 1 and divides this 9 3 times. So at the end of the day, we are just going to multiply the numerators, this and the denominators. So for the first one, 1 times 3 gives us 3 all over the denominator 1 here times the 1 here gives us was 1. Then plus what we have here, we have 5 over 2. Then we change this division sign here to multiplication times. Then here we're going to have to reciprocate the fraction, so 6 over 5. Okay, and here too, luckily for us, you can see some cancellation going on. So 5 goes here 1 and goes here 1 time. Okay, and then we can also see that 2 goes here 1 and goes here 3 times. So at the end of the day, we're going to have this 3 over 1 plus, then we multiply the numerators. 1 times 3 gives us 3 all over 1 times this 1 gives us what? 1. Then we can now simplify. So 3 over 1 is same as 3 plus 3 over 1 is same as 3. So 3 plus 3 gives us what? 6, and that is our final answer. So example 6, we have this fraction here to simplify. Like I always encourage you, try and pause the video, solve the question, then you compare your answer later and get to know where you made the mistake or what you did right. So 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4 of that, I mean, we are going to simplify this. First of all, before we do anything or go into the BODMAS, we must change any mixed fraction to improper fraction here. Okay, so 1/2 plus 3/4 of 2/5 divided by then we multiply the 1 by the 5, giving us 5. Then we add the numerator 3. Okay, so 5 plus 3 gives us 8/5. So now that we are here, we can now apply BODMAS. I am seeing one operation, another operation, and another operation. 3 operations here. So which of them comes first? I'm seeing off. So when I look at it here, off is here. So off comes, then we have addition, then we have what? Division. Okay, so we do the off, then we do the division, then we do the addition. So we must take notice of that. So let's go and do the off, and we know off means what? Multiplication, right? So here we are going to have 1/2 plus 3/4 times 2/5 divided by 8/5. So simplify the off first. This one here, we are going to repeat the other fractions. 1/2 plus, then we now multiply this here, so 3 and then 3 and then 2, and then we multiply 4 and 5. So 3 times 2 gives us 6 all over 4 times 5 gives us 20. Then we have our division divided by 8/5. Now we have this fraction. Now we have two operations, addition and division. Okay, so which of them comes first? Let's look at our BODMAS here. So we can see that division comes before addition, so we treat the division first. So we maintain this 1/2, then plus 6/20. Then we change this division here to what? Multiplication. Okay, so times 8. So then we need to reciprocate the second fraction. Okay, so 5 to the top and 8 to the down. Then we go ahead to multiply. So 1/2 plus, here we can see something is working, some common factors. I can see 2 going to 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 5 goes here 1 and goes into the 20 4 times. So at the end of the day, we are just going to multiply the numerators, this 3 and this 1. So 3 times 1 gives us 3 all over. Then when we are done, we multiply the denominators, this 4 and this 4, giving us what? 16. To write 16 here. So at the end of the day, we have 1/2 plus 3/16, and you and I know that we'll find the LCM for the denominators, this 2 and this 16, and their LCM is going to be 16, right? So we write our 16 down here nicely. Then we take the fractions one by one. So this denominator, how many times will we divide this 16? And that's going to be 8 times. So 8 times the numerator 1 gives us what? 8. Then plus 16 here divides this 16 how many times? That's 1 time. So 1 times 3 gives us what? 3. So at the end of the day, you're going to have 11/16. Now example 7. This looks complicated, but it's as easy as anything you can ever see. Okay, all we need to do is to pay attention to details and solve this well. So what do we do? First of all, we will solve the numerator separately, and then we solve the denominator separately, and the answer we get, we use it to, and then we divide the answers. Okay, because this line you are seeing here means what? Division, right? So let's get right into it. So we are going to group them like this. 2 whole number 1/9 divided by 2/3, then minus 6 whole number 1/4, then times 2/5. Now all of this divided by, and remember this line I told you, it means division. Okay, so divided by Then repeat the second fraction at the denominator. Okay, so 1 over 5 times 1 over 3 plus 2 over 5 times 2 over 3, and then we close our brackets like this. So we just solve them as they are. But first of all, we need to change every fraction we are seeing as mixed fraction to improper fraction. So we start with the first bracket here. So 2 whole number 1 over 9 gives us, when we multiply 2 by the 9, we get 18 plus 1, 19. So 19 over 9, then divided by 2 over 3, then minus, we change this one here. 6 times the 4 gives us 24, and then 24 plus 1 gives us 25. 25 over 4, then times 2 over 5. Okay, so we close our brackets for now. Then we bring our division sign, divided by, here there's nothing to change, so we just repeat the entire fractions. So 1 over 5 times 1 over 3 plus 2 over 5 times 2 over 3. Then we close the bracket like that. So mind you, in this bracket here, okay, we need to apply BODMAS because I am seeing 1, 2, and 3 operations. Okay, and which one comes first? So we must look at them. So I'm seeing brackets which we are doing already. Then off, there's no off in there, but there's division. So let's do the division first. So let's divide this here, and when we are done, then we do multiplication. Okay, so we have 19 over 9 times 3 over 2. We reciprocate the fraction, remember, 2 over 3, and so we are going to have minus 25 over 4 times 2 over 5. Let's close our brackets. Then divided by, here we can go ahead to multiply, okay, because there's not much to do. So 1 times the 1 gives us here, the 1 here gives us what? 1. So 1 over 5 times 3 gives us 15. Okay, then plus, now let's go here, 2 over 5 times 2 over 3, so 2 times 2, the numerator is here, gives us what? 4. So 4 over 5 times 3 gives us 15. So we can actually close this bracket here. Now all we need to do is to also simplify the first bracket. I can see these 3 and this 9 cancelling out. So 3 goes here 1 and goes to the 9 3 times. Then we're going to have 19 times this one. Okay, 19 times 1 gives us what? 19 all over 3 times 2 gives us what? 6. Then minus, you can see something going on here, some cancellation. 5 goes here 1 and goes into the 25 5 times. 2 goes here 1 and goes into these 2 times. So at the end of the day, you're going to have this one here multiplying. So 5 times the 1 and then the 2 times the 1 here. So 5 times 1 gives us 5 all over 2 times 1 gives us what? 2. Then we close the brackets. Then divided by, adding this, you can see that the denominators are the same, 15. So we just pick one, okay, to be our LCM, and that's going to be 15. Then we just add the numerators, this and that. So 1 plus 4. Then we close the brackets. Now here we simplify and find the LCM. What's the LCM for the denominators? That's 6. Okay, so 6 here divides this 6 1 times. Then 1 times 19 gives us 19 minus 2 goes into the 6 3 times 5 is what, 15, divided by 1 plus 4 gives us 5 over 15, and we go ahead to simplify. 19 minus 15 gives us 4 all over 6 divided by now here we don't need to maintain the bigger number. We can break it down actually, because 5 divides itself 1 and divides this 15 3 times, so we have 1 over 3 at the end of the day, 1 over 3. So here too we can also simplify, but let's maintain it. 4 over 6 times 3 over 1. Remember, we reciprocate the second fraction, so 3 here divides itself 1 and divides this 2 times. So at the end of the day, we are just going to multiply the numerators here, and then this and that. So this is going to be equal to 4 times 1 gives us 4 all over 2 times 1 gives us 2. So 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. Therefore, the whole of this fraction we are seeing over here is equal to 2. That is very interesting. Now question 8 looks similar to question 7, and like I said, the way to do this is to break them down into compartments. So we take the first fraction here and then we try and solve that alone. We take the second fraction to solve that alone, and then when we are done, we divide by this, because this means what? Division. So let's start. So 1 whole number 1 over 2 divided by 1 whole number 1 over 4, then minus 2 whole number 1 over 2 times 1 over 4. Now all of this here divided by let's open brackets, then we take the fraction in the denominator, 1 over 3 times 1 over 2 plus 1 over 6 times 1 over 2, then we close the bracket. Now we simplify here. We change every mixed fraction to improper fraction. So 1 times 2 here gives us what? 2, plus this one gives us what? 3. So 3 over 2 divided by 1 times 4 gives us 4, plus 1 gives us 5. 5 over 4 minus 2 times 2 gives us 4, plus 1 gives us 5 over 2, then times 1 over 4, and we close the bracket beautifully like this. Then we come to the second fraction, the second bracket, and we are going to repeat basically everything. Okay, here we don't even need to repeat, you can just multiply straight away because there's nothing much to do. So 1 times this one here, okay, we just multiply these ones. 1 times 1 gives me what? 1 all over 2. 3 times 2 gives me 6, then plus 1 times 1 gives me 1 all over 6 times 2 gives me 12. Then we can close the bracket here like that. Now our concern here is to do this. And remember, I'm seeing division here, and I'm seeing multiplication, I'm seeing subtraction in this fraction. But remember, BODMAS, what comes first? You can see that division comes before what? Subtraction, and what? Multiplication. You can see. So we'll deal with the division first. So this is going to be equal to 3 over 2. We know how to change this, right? So times 5, no, times 4 over 5, then minus 5 over 2 times 1 over 4. Then we go ahead to actually close the bracket. Then divided by, open brackets, we have 1 over 6 plus 1 over 12. Then we close the bracket. Simplifying this, we are going to have 3 here, 3 times this 4, and then this 2 times the 5. Okay, so 3 times 4 gives me 12 all over 10, then minus 5 over 8, because 2 times 4 gives me 8. Then we close the bracket like that. Okay, then divided by, in this second fraction we can find our LCM here, which is 12. So we divide 12, 6 divides this 12 how many times? 2 times. Then 2 times 1 is 2, then plus 12 divides this 12 one time, the 1 times the 1 is 1. Then we close the bracket. So here we are going to have first of all, before we continue, you can cancel this 12 and this 10. Okay, so 12, 2 goes here 6 times and goes here 5 times. Okay, so at the end of the day we are going to have 6 over 5 minus 5 over 8. And then we just close the brackets, all divided by 3 over 12. Then we close the brackets as well. Let me use white color. 3 over 12. Then we close the brackets. From the first bracket, we just subtract by finding the LCM. And what's the LCM? That's going to be 40. So 40, 5 divides 40 8 times. 8 times the numerator 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Then minus this 8 here divides this 45 times 5 times 5, that's 25. Then divided by 3 over 12. And here you can simplify this to 3 going here 1 and going here 4 times. Then we can now turn to our first fraction and subtract 48 minus 25 gives me 23 over 40. Divided by 1 over 4, and we can go ahead and simplify this as 23 over 40, then times 4 over 1. We reciprocate the second fraction, and this is going to be equal to we can still cancel something else here, the 4 and then the 40. So this 4 goes here 1 and goes into the 40 10 times. Then we're going to have 23 times 1 gives me 23 all over 10, which is equal to 2 whole number 3 over 10. Why is that equal to 2 whole number 3 over 10? Let's prove it here. So we have 23 over 10. Okay, you know that this can be broken as 20 over 10 plus 3 over 10. Okay, you can just add the numerators and you get back to this. And when you simplify this, you are going to get 2 whole number. Okay, and then at the end of the day you're going to be left with 3 over 10. So you just bring down the 3 over 10. Okay, or another way of doing this is to find how many times this 10 here will divide 20. That's 2 times, right? And what's the remainder? 3. Write the remainder at the top. And then what number did you use to divide? That's 10. So you just write the 10 down there. So the same thing. Okay, example 9, and this will be our final example. And when we are done, I will give you example 10 to solve by yourself, and you give me your answer in the comment section. So we are still applying the BODMAS. The same strategy, the same procedure. So 1 over 6. We bring our brackets, then we just repeat the fractions. 1 over 6 times 1 over 12 plus 1 over 3 times 2 over 3. Then we close the brackets like that, and this is going to be divided because of, and this is going to be divided because of this line, which means division as well. So divided by, we bring our brackets, And so we rewrite the fractions in the second bracket. So 7 over 12 times 1 over 3 minus 5 over 6 times 1 over 3, and we close the bracket beautifully. In this expression, or in this fraction, there's nothing to change. There's no mixed number to change to improper fraction, so we just go ahead to solve them. Okay, now first of all, I'm seeing multiplication, so we do them first. Okay, so we do all the multiplications first. So let's tackle this one first. Okay, so we multiply 1 times 1 gives us what? 1. Okay, so 1 all over 6 times 12 gives us 72. Then plus 1 times 2 gives me 2 all over 9. Remember, in this fraction there's nothing to cancel because diagonally. Okay, so we just rewrite the fractions as they are, then divided by here. There's nothing to cancel here too, so we just multiply. 1 times the 7 gives me 7 all over 3 times 12 gives me 36. Okay, don't forget to bring your bracket. Then minus 5 times 1 gives me 5 all over 6, 3, 18. Then we actually close the bracket. And here we add these fractions. And how do we do that? You just find our LCM for the denominators, and LCM for 72 and 9 is 72. So 72 goes into itself how many times? 1 time, and 1 times the numerator here, 1, gives me 1. Okay. Then plus 9 goes into 72 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16, divided by, we bring our LCM for the second fraction is going to be 36. Okay, now 36 divides 36 how many times? That's 1 time. Then 1 times the 7 gives me 7, minus, now here 18 divides 36 2 times. 2 times 5, that's 10. Then we actually close. We can decide to close the bracket or not. 1 plus 16 gives me 17 over 72, then divided by negative, but this is 7. Okay, so 7 minus 10 gives me negative 3 all over 36. And we are going to have to simplify this. So 17 over 72, then times 36 over, so it's going to be minus at the end of the day, minus 36 over 3. Yeah, here you can see that we can cancel. Okay, look, you can see 36 and 72. Okay, we can cancel diagonally. So 36 goes here 1 and goes into this 72 2 times. Okay, so 17 times 1 gives me 17. Remember, it's negative, by the way. Okay, don't forget that. All over 2 times 3, that's 6. So this is our answer, but not the final answer, because we must simplify it to the simplest form. So 6 goes into itself once, it goes into 17, that's 2 times. Okay, 2 times, so 2 whole number. And what's the remainder? 5. Okay, all over, what number did you use to divide? 6, so right there 6. So 2 whole number 5 over 6, but remember it is negative, so we bring our negative. So negative 2 whole number 5 over 6 is the answer. Now I want you to solve this question for me, and then you write your answer in the comment section. Until we meet again, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.